Welcome back, 8th graders, to today's explainer lesson. I am so pumped to be with you today because we're going to unlock one of the absolute most powerful skills you can develop, writing an amazing informational essay. Now, I know the word essay can sometimes feel a little intimidating, but I want you to completely change how you look at it. Think of an informational essay just like building a house. A house isn't just a random pile of wooden bricks, right? It needs a strong, intentional framework to stand tall against the wind. Well, your essay is the exact same way. Okay, let's dive right in and see how we construct a masterpiece from the ground up. Here is our structural blueprint for today. We'll cover the blueprint for writing, the foundation of introductions, the walls of our body paragraphs, the roof with our conclusions, and finally, wrap it up with the godly learner philosophy.
Part 1. The Blueprint for Writing.
Now, you wouldn't just walk onto an empty lot and start wildly swinging a hammer, right? Before a builder does anything, they have to draw up the plans. And before you write a single paragraph, you have to plan your design. But why do we plan? Well, 1 Corinthians 14:40 tells us, but everything should be done in a fitting and orderly way. Organization isn't just some boring academic rule your teachers made up to give you extra work. God is a God of order. Look at the universe, the stars, or even the cells in your own body. Everything is a beautiful, intentional design. When we do our academic work in a fitting and orderly way, we're actually reflecting His character and honoring Him with our efforts. Just imagine a completely disorganized house for a second. You've got doors on the ceiling, stairs that literally lead to nowhere. Disorganized writing is exactly like that. It's confusing for the reader, and honestly, it's incredibly frustrating for you to write. But organized writing, that creates a professional, trustworthy experience. It gives your reader a clear roadmap to follow your ideas without getting lost. And here's the best part. It actually makes the writing process so much easier for you. So, how do we get that organization? By following 3 main steps to build our essay house. Step 1 is the introduction, where you welcome your reader. Step 2 is the body paragraphs, where the real living happens. And Step 3 is the conclusion, where you wrap the whole thing up. Simple, right? Let's break these down. Part 2, the foundation, which is our introductions.
We are moving on to the first physical phase of building our house. You have to pour a rock-solid foundation, or the rest of your writing is just going to sink into the mud. Let's walk through a basic outline about the benefits of reading daily. Notice how simple and clean this is. We plan our introduction with a hook and a thesis, then we map out our 3 body paragraphs, improving vocabulary, reducing stress, and building empathy. Finally, a conclusion. Walking through this exact outlining process first gives you a perfectly clear roadmap. Once you have this sketched out, drafting the actual essay is just a matter of filling in the blanks. It makes it incredibly simple. Now, right inside that foundation is a truly crucial element, your thesis. Your thesis is the core argument or main point presented in your introduction that your entire essay will support. If your introduction is the foundation, your thesis is the heavy, reinforced concrete at the very center of it. Every single paragraph you write after this must connect back to and support this one central idea. Part 3, the walls, or your body paragraphs. With our foundation poured and our thesis set in stone, we can build the walls. This is what gives your essay its height, its shape, and its strength. But here is the golden rule for your walls. Each body paragraph focuses on one main idea that supports your thesis. Just one. Each wall must stand completely on its own. If you try to cram vocabulary, stress reduction, and empathy all into one single paragraph, your wall is going to buckle and collapse under its own messy weight. Focus on a single idea, explain it clearly, and provide your evidence. And how exactly do we establish that single idea? With a topic sentence. A topic sentence sits right at the beginning of a paragraph and states the paragraph's main idea clearly. Think of it as the main structural beam for your wall. It tells the reader exactly what this specific paragraph is going to be about before they read any further. Let's see how this builds in real time. Reading daily exposes you to new words and phrases, expanding your vocabulary naturally over time. Why does this work so perfectly? Because there is zero guessing. The reader knows instantly, okay, this paragraph is going to prove to me how reading improves my vocabulary. It's a perfectly framed wall. But here's a question for you as the architect. How do we connect our paragraphs so the walls don't fall down? You can't just have 3 independent walls standing unattached on a foundation. A stiff breeze would knock them right over. They need to join together into a single, strong essay. The answer? Transition sentences. Transition sentences act as the mortar and nails of your house. They link one body paragraph logically right to the next.
Instead of just abruptly jumping from vocabulary to stress, a transition sentence smoothly guides the reader. It says something like, not only does reading build your mental dictionary, but it also provides a much-needed mental break. See how that joins those two walls together so securely? Part 4. The Roof. Our Conclusions.
All right, our walls are up and connected. It's time for the final stage of our construction, the roof. This is what protects the house and brings the entire structure together into a finished home. Your conclusion has two main jobs. First, summarize the main points you just spent your body paragraphs proving. Second, restate the thesis. But wait, listen carefully here. Do not just copy and paste your original thesis from the introduction. You need to restate it in a new way. You are reminding the reader of your core argument, but you're saying it with the confidence of someone who has just proven their point.
Check out this fantastic conclusion. We may pick up a book for entertainment, but in doing so, we're strengthening our minds, reducing stress, and connecting with the experiences of others, making daily reading a habit worth keeping. This is absolutely beautiful. It smoothly summarizes our three walls, vocabulary, stress reduction, and empathy, into one elegant, finished thought. The roof is firmly on. Part 5. The Godly Learner Philosophy. So, we've built the house. You now know the academic skills to structure a fantastic essay. But let's take a second to talk about the ultimate spiritual purpose behind getting a great education. Romans 8:6-7 teaches us that keeping the mind spiritually minded leads to life and peace. As 8th graders, you are learning incredibly powerful tools right now, like how to persuade people, how to write, how to think critically. But our ultimate goal isn't just to make you smart. It is to keep your mind focused on godly wisdom, because that is the only thing that brings true life and peace.
And this brings us straight to the core of the HeroesMart Academy philosophy. We intentionally intertwine biblical morality with education because education without morality can actually hurt people. Think about it. A brilliantly written essay could easily be used to convince people of a lie if the writer has no moral compass. Knowledge isn't just a tool to get a good job. It is given to you so you can make wise, God-honoring choices. Your intelligence shouldn't simply make you more capable. It should equip you to be righteous.
So, the mission I am giving you is this. Pursue academic excellence while keeping your mind centered on God, truth, and wisdom. Master the skill of essay writing. Build that strong foundation, those sturdy walls, and that solid roof. Be highly capable, but always let God guide how you use the abilities you are building. Which leaves us with this final provocative thought to carry with you. How will you use your academic excellence to honor God today? I want you to view every single essay you build, every assignment you complete, as a real opportunity to reflect God's perfect order and His truth. Keep your mind spiritually minded, keep building those solid academic houses, and I will see you in the next explainer lesson.